By my troth, Nerissa, my little body grows weary of this great world.
You would be, sweet madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. And yet, for what I see, they are sick that surfeit with too much, as they that starve with nothing.
Good sentences and well pronounced.
They would be better if well followed.
Oh, if to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches and poor men's cottages, princes' palaces. But this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh, woe is me. The word choose. I may neither choose whom I would, nor refuse whom I dislike. So is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead father. Is it not hard, Nerissa? I may neither choose one nor refuse none.
Therefore the lottery that he hath devised in these 3 chests of gold, silver, and lead will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly but one who shall rightly love. But what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princely suitors that are already come?
I pray thee, overname them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them, and according to my description, level at my affection.
First, there is the Neapolitan prince.
Aye, that is a colt indeed, for he doth nothing but talk of his horse, and he makes it a great appropriation of his own good parts, that he can shoe him himself. I am much afeard my lady, his mother, played false with a smith. Oh,
what say you then to Falconbridge, the young baron of England?
Oh, you know I say nothing to him, for he understands not me, nor I him. He hath neither Latin, French, nor Italian, and you would come into court and swear that I had a poor pennyworth in the English. He is a proper man's picture, but alas, who can converse with a dumb show?
How like you the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew?
Oh, very vilely in the morning when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon when he is drunk. At best, he is little worse than a man, and at worst, he is little better than a beast. And the worst fall that ever fell. I hope I will make shift to go without him.
If he should offer to choose, and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will should you refuse to accept him.
Therefore, for fear of the worst, I pray thee set a deep glass of relish wine on the contrary casket. For if the devil be within, and that temptation without, I know he will choose it, and I will do anything, Nerissa, ere I'll be married to a sponge.
You need not fear, lady, the having of any of these lords. They have acquainted me with their determinations, which is indeed to return home and to trouble you with no more suit, unless you may be won by some other sort than your father's imposition, depending on the caskets.
Well, I am glad this parcel of wooers is so reasonable, for there is not one amongst them but I dote his very absence. I pray God grant them fair departure.
Do you not remember, lady, in your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar and a soldier?
Yes, it was Bassanio, as I think he was so called.
True, madam. He of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon was the best deserving of fair lady.
Yes, I remember him well, and I remember him worthy of thy praise. How now, what news?
The 3 strangers seek you, madam, to take their leave, and there is a forerunner of the 4th, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word that the prince, his master, will be here ere long.
If I could bid the 4th welcome with so good a heart as I could bid the other 3 farewell, I should be glad for his approach. Come, Nerissa. Sirrah, go before. While we close the gates upon one wooer, another knocks at the door.
Mislike me not for my complexion, the shadowed livery of the burnished sun, to whom I am a neighbour and near bred. I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine hath feared the valley, but my love, I swear thee, best regarded virgins of our clime have loved it too. I would not change this hue except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen.
If my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wits, to yield myself his wife who wins me by that means I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer I have looked on yet for my affection.
Even for that, I thank you. Therefore, I pray you, lead me to the caskets to try my fortune.
You must take your chance, and either not attempt to choose at all, or to swear before you choose, if you choose wrong, never to speak to a lady afterwards in way of marriage. Therefore, be advised.
Nor will not. Come, take me unto my chance.
Go. Draw the curtains and discover the several caskets to this noble prince. Now, make your choice.
The first of gold who this inscription bears, who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. The second, silver, which this promise carries, who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. The third, dull lead, with warning all as blunt, who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. How shall I know if I do choose the right?
That one of them contains my picture, prince. Choose that, and I am yours withal.
Some God direct my judgment. Let me see, I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says the leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give. For what? For lead? Hazard for lead? I'll then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. If thou beest rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. And yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. Let's see once more this saying graven in gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Wow, that's the lady. All the world desires her. One of these three contained her heavenly picture. It's like that lead contains her, but 'twas damnation to think so base a thought. Or shall I think that she is in silver immured, being 10 times undervalued as to try it gold? Oh, sinful thought! Never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold. Deliver me the key. Here do I choose and thrive as I may.
There, take it, prince. And if my form lie there, then I am yours withal.
Oh, hell! What have we here? A carrion death whose empty eye there is a written scroll. I'll read the writing. All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told, many a man his life has sold. But my outside to behold, gilded tombs do worms enfold. Have you been as wise as bold, young in limbs, in judgment old? Your answer had not been enscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is cold. Cold indeed, and labour's lost. Then farewell heat and welcome frost. Portia, adieu. I have too grieved a heart to take a tedious leave. Thus losers part.
A gentle riddance. Draw the curtains, go. Let all of his persuasion choose me so. Quick, quick, I pray you, draw the curtain straight. The Prince of Aragon hath taken his oath and comes to his election presently. Behold, there stand the caskets, noble prince. If you choose that wherein I am contained, straight shall our nuptial rites be solemnized. But if you fail without more speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately.
I am enjoined by oath to observe 3 things. First, never to unfold to anyone what casket 'twas I chose. Next, should I fail of the right casket, never in my life to woo a maid in way of marriage. And lastly, should I fail in fortune's choice, immediately to leave you and be gone.
To these injunctions every one doth swear that comes to hazard for my worthless self.
And so have I addressed me. Fortune now, and to my heart's hope. Gold, silver, and base lead. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Thou shalt be fairer ere I give or hazard. What says the golden chest? Let me see. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. What many men desire. But that many may be meant by the fool multitude who choose by show. I will not choose what many men desire. And so to thee, thou silver treasure house, tell me once more what title you do bear. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves, and well said too. For who should go about to cousin fortune and be honourable without the stamp of merit? To my choice. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will assume desert. Give me the key to this and instantly unlock my fortune here. This, what's here? The portrait of a blinking idiot presenting me a schedule? I will read it. How much unlike art thou to Portia? How much unlike my hopes and my deservings? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. Do I deserve no more than a fool's head? Is this my prize? Are my deserts no better?
To offend and judge are distinct offices and of opposite natures.
What have we here? There be fools alive, I wis, silvered ore, and so was this. Take what wife you will to bed, I will ever be your head. So be gone, you are sped. Still more fool I shall appear by the time I linger here. With one fool's head I came to woo, and now I go away with two. Sweet, adieu. I'll keep my oath, patiently to bear my wrath.
Thus hath the candle singed them off. Oh, these deliberate fools. When they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose.
The ancient saying is no heresy. Hanging and wiving goes by destiny.
Come, draw the curtain, Nerissa.
Where is my lady?
Here, what would my lord?
Madam, there is a lighted at your gate, a young Venetian. I have not seen so like an ambassador of love. Day in April never came so sweet to show how costly summer was at hand, and this forerun spurrer comes before his lord.
No more, I pray thee. I am half afeard thou wilt say anon he is some kin to thee. Thou spendest such high days wit in praising him. Oh, come, Nerissa, for I long to see quick Cupid's post that comes so mannerly.
Bassanio, Lord love, if thy will it be?
I pray you, tarry. Pause a day or two before you hazard, for in choosing wrong I lose your company, therefore forbear a while. I would detain you here for some month or two before you venture for me. I could teach you how to choose right. Oh, but then I am forsworn. So will I never be. So may you miss me. Oh, but if you did, you'd make me wish a sin that I had been forsworn. But through your eyes, they have overlooked me and divided me. One half of me is yours, the other half yours. My own, I would say, but if mine, then yours, and so all yours. Oh, these naughty times put bars between owners and their rights. And so, though yours, not yours, prove it so. Let fortune go to hell for it, not I. I speak too long. 'Tis to piece the time, to eke it and draw it out in length, to stay you from election.
Let me choose, for as I am, I live upon the rack.
Upon the rack? Bassanio, then confess what treason is mingled with your love.
None but that ugly treason of mistrust, which makes me fear the enjoying of my love. But let me to my fortune in the caskets.
Away then. I am locked in one of them. If you do love me, you will find me out. Nerissa and the rest stand all aloof. Oh, let music play while he doth make his choice. Then, if he fails, you will make a swan-like end, fading in music. So that the comparison may stand more proper, my eye will be the stream and watery deathbed for him. He may win. Oh, what is music then? Then music is even as the flourish when true subjects bow before a newly crowned monarch. Such are those dulcet sounds in break of day that creep into the dreaming bridegroom's ear and summon him to marriage. Now he goes. Live thou, I live, with much, much more dismay, I view the fight than thou that makest the fray.
So may the outward shows be least themselves. The world is still deceived with ornament to entrap the wisest. Therefore thou, gaudy gold, hard food for Midas, I will none of thee. Nor none of thee, thou pale and common drudge between man and man. But thou meagre lead, which rather threatenest than dost promise aught, thy paleness moves me more than eloquence. And here choose I, joy be the consequence.
How all other passions fleet to air, as doubtful thoughts and rash embrace despair and shuddering fear and green-eyed jealousy. O love, be moderate, allay thy ecstasy. In measure reign thy joy, scant this excess. I fear too much thy blessing make it less, for fear I surfeit.
What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod hath come so near creation? Here's the scroll, the continent and summary of my fortune. You that choose not by the view, chance as fair and choose as true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll. Fair lady, by your leave, I come by note to give and to receive. So thrice fair lady, stand I even so, as doubtful whether what I see be true until confirmed, signed, ratified by you.
You see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, such as I am. Though for myself alone I would not be ambitious in my wish, to wish myself much more. Yet for you, I would be trebled, 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich, but only to stand high in your account. I may in virtues, beauties, livings, friends exceed account. But this sum of me, this sum of something which determined gross, is an unlessoned girl, unschooled, unpractised. Happy in this, she is not yet so old, but she may learn. Oh, happier than this, she is not bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours to be directed, as from her lord, her governor, her king, myself and what is mine to you and yours it's now converted. But now, I was the lord of this fair mansion, master over my servants, queen over myself. But even now, but now, this house, these servants, and this same myself are yours, my lord. I give them with this ring, which when you part from, lose, or give away, let it presage the ruin of your love, and be my vantage to exclaim on you.
Madam, you have bereft me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins, where every something being blent together turns to a wild of nothing, save of joy, expressed and not expressed.
My lord and lady, it is now our time that have stood by and seen our wishes prosper, to cry good joy, my lord and lady.
My lord Bassanio and my gentle lady, I do give you all the joy that you can wish, for I'm sure there is none you can wish from me. And when your honours mean to solemnize the bargain of your faith, I do beseech you, even at that time, I may be married too.
With all my heart, and so thou canst get a wife.
I thank your lordship. You have got me one. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. You loved, I loved. For intermission no more pertains to me, my lord, than you. Your fortune stood upon the casket there, and so did mine too, as the matter falls. The wooing here until I sweat again, and sweating until my very roof was dry. With oaths of love at last, if promise last, I got the promise of this fair one here to have her love, provided your fortune achieved her mistress.
Is this true, Nerissa?
Madam, it is, so you stand pleased withal.
And do you, Graziano, mean good faith?
Yes, faith, my lord.
Our feast shall be much honoured in your marriage.